So I took part in the GMTK Game Jam 2025, and I made my most successful game yet because of it. In case you don't know what a game jam is, it's a competition where game developers compete to design and create the best and most creative game they can, but they must follow a theme and complete the game within a certain time frame. The GMTK Game Jam lasted 4 days, but because I'm a busy guy, I only had 2.5 days to work on it. If you include sleep, then I've only got 2 days. So would you like to see the game that I made within these 2 days? Well, of course you do. That's why you're still here. Let's start from the first build and then work our way up to today. This year's theme was loop, meaning I had to make a game that incorporated the word loop. So I thought of a game that loops the exact same level over and over again, but to prevent it from getting boring, I made it so that after beating the level, you got to add a rule. Each rule contributes differently to the next round. For example, if you add the gravity rule, then gravity will pull you down for the rest of the game. If you add the air resistance rule, the air will become thicker, making the game slow down more when in the air. So I started off by making a simple level and simple play controls, WASD to move, and also the rule system, where at the end of each round you get to pick a card. Next, I added a few things to polish the game, like making the cards smoothly change size when hovered, rather than jumping to the right size. I did add a few more things to polish the game, but I'm not too sure what they were. I then finally got sick of lag spikes making the movement go all funny, so I added delta time to make the game more reliable. This, however, broke the whole game. It made it so that when playing the packaged version of the game, it would make the player move at 50% speed, and it would make gravity 50% weaker too. At the time, I thought this was a very strange bug, as it only happened in the packaged version of the game. I realized 6 updates later, including this current one, that it was me being a bit thick. Turns out I accidentally set the frame rate for the packaged version to 60 FPS, but the game was designed for 30 FPS. So the game thought that the frame rate was going twice as fast, making everything else half the speed. After all of that commotion, I decided to add a menu and properly fix the delta time to work with all frame rates. Once I was confident the menu was working and the game was reset correctly, I added a tutorial for anybody that's new to the game, while also making a few slight tweaks to make the level a tad more doable. The tutorial was a little bit broken, so then it wasn't. I added a section to the tutorial. Man, I really gotta calm down with these tutorial updates, man. I tweaked the level. These updates really do speak for themselves. Do I really need to explain them to you? I mean, what do you want me to say for that? I decided to add an ending and some sound effects so that the game feels slightly less bland. Hold on. Let me just. Okay. What kind of name is. I don't know what changed. I made it so that the groups of cards were only available in a certain order. I also fixed the text wrapping issue in the text renderer. I changed the card descriptions. I seriously don't know what else you want me to tell you. And if you're wondering what placement I got to be in the top 3%, it was 289th place in creativity. Not too shabby if you ask me. Let's just jump ahead to today now, as I have updated the game after the gem to add a few suggestions to make it more enjoyable. Imagine this. You go to look at your first GMTK Game Jam entries results, and you see your game in 289th place in one of the most important categories. This prompted me to continue the game until I was truly happy with it. So I fixed the player's strange movement at the start of the game. I varied and fixed the bounce sound effects. I replaced the invert rule, which inverts the player's left-right movement, with fluctuating gravity. This makes the gravity get weaker/stronger every now and then. I made the floor have more friction to make the momentum rule feel more impactful. I implemented some smooth jazz as background music to calm the player down after getting right to the end just for the wind to push them off into the pit. I increased the timer length to give players enough time to even stand a chance at beating the level. Made the ending screen stay until the player clicks to allow for screenshots, and I added a jump sound effect. And with that, the video is over. I would like to thank all 40 people who have rated this game, and if any of you would like to play it, then the link is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Trust me,